Welcome back to the show. It's Dex Zimmerman Underground. It's Dex and Chick and D. And if you would like to follow us online, we have a Twitter page. Oh. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I sent it to you guys in text. I don't know if you got it or not. We are on Twitter at Dex Underground. If you'd like to follow us.
Tweet at us.
Tweet at us. Send us some hate stuff. No.
All love here.
Send some love.
But if you send us hate,
Watch
it makes
out.
traffic for us, so watch out.
True enough. So that's a way you can keep up with us on your social media area, on Twitter. That's where you'll find us. Dex Underground. That's our handle. And, of course, also, you can contact us by email if you have a show idea. If you'd like to join the show on a future episode, shoot us an email, dex@dexzimmerman.com. Please include your name and your daytime telephone number. Cool. Okay. This lady went on a date. This was kind of a viral thing about maybe a couple of months ago. And I think it actually came from Twitter. So this woman is on a date. She meets a guy at a grocery store. They kind of hit it off. They go back to his place. We got some smoochies going on, right? Okay. And then she says... Oh, and so she can stay awake and stay an active participant in this, what have you.
Did he roofie her?
No. No. Is that a trick out of your bag of tricks?
Hey.
You know, she has some coffee, right? So then she's got to go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom. She has to sit down and do the deuce.
Ladies sit down to do both, Dex.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Yeah.
But she's deucing.
She's deucing. Okay, she's deucing. So something is wrong with the toilet. And it's not all going down.
Does it all come up?
No, it doesn't overflow. You know, I hate that. There's like that moment where, you know, the water level keeps rising and you're like,
that mini heart attack happens. You're like,
yeah, like, please go down. Don't spill over.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, because that's like a day-long commitment to take care of that if that happens. But no, it's going down. The water's going down, but she's got a piece of her business that just isn't going away.
Well, at least it wasn't a soup of her business,
Yeah.
just a piece.
Yeah, just a
large piece.
You know, a turdlet. So,
Cherry bomb.
so she's panicking at this point. She says, I've been in the bathroom too long. What am I going to do about this? I got a piece of my shit in the toilet that I can't get rid of. And I got this guy out there. He's on the couch. He's warmed up and we're happening. What am I going to do? Here's her plan. She takes some toilet paper. She takes the duty out of the toilet.
Okay.
She
Good plan so far. Solid plan.
She wraps it up in the toilet paper and puts it in her purse.
No.
Yes.
No, she didn't.
She did. She put the whole thing on Twitter and she's asking her sister for advice too. Goes back out to the living room with the guy.
Her turd purse.
With the turd purse. He's sitting out there. You know, they go back to making out. And he's telling her, he's like, oh, you're so beautiful. I'm so glad we met and all that stuff. And she says, while I'm hearing him say this to me, in my head, I'm thinking, we're making out, and right on the floor over there is my purse with a piece of shit in it.
That kills the mood, I feel.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. So then, after a few minutes, you know, she goes into the bathroom again and decides, okay, I got to find out a way to get rid of this. She's texting her sister intermittently, too. And I guess her sister is saying, is there an open window? Can you throw it out? Can you get it out to the garbage? We got to do something with this turd. So she goes back into the bathroom, resolves the situation by trying again, and this time now it goes down the toilet and it works okay.
Oh, good.
Whew, crisis averted. But can you believe that?
No.
I would never put a turd in my purse.
No, well... That's got to be about the best date disaster story I've ever heard. My poop won't go down. You know, we've all had some sort of a date crisis, and we've had a poop crisis. This is two kinds of crises colliding. This is a two worlds colliding.
Yeah, that's.
What would you have done?
Well, I wouldn't have put it in my purse. You know what? As a matter of fact, as you were telling me that, the things that I thought to do were disgusting. Like, I'm sorry.
Hit me.
Go.
I'm like, okay, y'all are going to judge me. I don't care. So I'm like, all right. She has this turd lit. Lit means little, right? I'm thinking, oh, this is so
Well, there were no precise measurements given. I'm just sort of making that assumption.
okay. I'm hoping this, if she put it in her purse, I'm hoping it's not like a log.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, I'm embarrassed. It's like, you know how you feel about the D word?
Personal hygiene, yeah.
Yes, the personal hygiene. I'm thinking the sink works, right?
Uh-huh.
So smush it.
Ooh.
Not with her hands, but
Yeah.
but smush it and see if it can get smush,
the sink.
smushed,
Small enough to go down the
small
drain.
enough to go down the drain, and just clean it with
Wow.
whatever. And yeah, that's disgusting, guys. But it, you know, it definitely would have been gone.
Well, then you have to kind of come up with a cover story because he's like, "What are you doing in there?" You know, I just love you so much, honey. I'm just gonna clean your bathroom. I know we just met, but
I'm just one of those people that I have to make sure that I'm clean. Like, I usually have to take a shower every time, like, before I do that. So I
Yeah.
just had to clean myself up.
That's true. You could be a really good gay man.
And that's, exactly. And you know what? I feel like that's what I would have said, even though whatever. But that's what I would have said. I would have been like, I just, wanted to make sure that I clean myself up.
yeah.
That
And I
could've
feel
been
like
a
you
really
can
good cover
appreciate
story.
that.
Heck yeah. Guys, oh my gosh, I feel like they would love that.
I gotta say, the purse thing was ingenious. Totally ingenious.
Why wouldn't you put it in the trash? I mean, I understand that
That's
the
my
smell
second
might
thing.
still
Roll
be there.
it up, put it in the
but,
kitchen trash. Or the big.
But, I mean,
It's gonna stink. I
But
mean,
Ed,
I-
you're
at some-
going to bring it out and sit it on the couch next to you. Bring the stench out here. Hey.
yeah.
It's going to
true.
stink no matter where you put it.
But
Leave
at
it-
least in the trash stinks.
Right. The trash stinks and the bathroom sometimes
Yes, but there's a
stinks, so
difference.
that's
There's a difference between coffee grounds and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, but if you put the, put the shit in the trash,
Yeah.
a whole lot of other stinky shit's gonna. It's a man, so he's
Okay.
probably gonna eat some shit, some pizza box, and
So you're saying he's not really gonna notice?
no, not if she put it in like a kitchen trash. I mean,
Uh-huh.
But my purse, that's like right here, is really like, oh yeah, it smells so good, smell like oats and berries, and then it's like gonna
that a
start getting
wafted
hot and
shit?
shit in there. Oh shit! Here I am.
Wafting?
Excuse me.
Starting to smell a little gamey, honey.
It's gonna start getting all hot and steamy, and here your shit goes, trying to make an appearance, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
Or
you
what if she
know?
went and got a condom out of her purse? Whoop. Pulled out.
No, you know what's
Pulled
gonna
out a
happen?
turdlet.
You know what was gonna happen? They were gonna be making out and shit,
Yep.
and her leg was gonna
No pun
hit
intended.
that purse, right? Her leg was gonna hit that purse because it was getting all hot. Out rose the poo.
Oh. So this thing has got disaster written all over it.
What would you have done?
Well, first of all, I don't carry a purse.
Would you have put it in your pocket?
I don't think that would have worked. I go for the front pocket, and then what's she gonna look down there and say, "Wow, what am I working with here?"
Right?
Depending on how big of a turd it was, I suppose. So here's the thing. I don't know. I guess I would. If
What
I
would
was,
you want her to do? How about
well,
that?
okay, let me go back to a second to what might I have done if the situation was reversed. When I use somebody else's bathroom, I look around to see if there's a plunger there. Okay,
Safety net.
safe. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I can deplunge a toilet pretty quickly. I should hire myself out. One flush and I can get it done.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
a good tagline.
And I don't know, maybe it's something. Maybe I've got good wrist action with the
Hey.
plunger.
Shake weight.
Yeah, back to that. Yeah.
Masturbation month. It's paying off.
Well, yeah, I and men, I guess, have an extra
Strong plug.
forearm grip. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a ride at I digress for a moment. There was a ride at an amusement park a few years ago. I think it may still be there. And you're in these like sort of bumper car type things riding around, and then you had to shoot at these moving targets. And in order to shoot, you had to pull a string. And you need to pull the string as fast as
It sounds
possible.
fun though.
So yeah, the men were usually doing better.
They have better wrist action.
Better wrist action, yeah. But back to the poo thing. You thought I forgot. Yeah.
Don't you worry, we didn't forget about the poop.
Yeah, I don't know. If the plunger wasn't there,
Yeah, but what
I'd
if
be
you
stuck.
were that dude? What would
Okay.
you want that girl
Oh.
to do?
wow. Okay, I'm very conscious about having other people not be embarrassed. So what? Oh, thank you. So what would I do? I don't know.
Right?
What you want her to do?
That's
Throw
a
it out
tough
the window?
call. That's a tough call.
I ain't gonna lie. If there was a window, I would see
Okay.
if I could open it.
Yeah.
If there was a floaty in there and I went in the bathroom after her, I know she'd be mortified. I wouldn't be. I'd just be like,
I'm gonna flush it.
oh my God, I'm going to get rid of it so she doesn't have to be embarrassed about it. I'm not going to discuss it.
Well, you're a gentleman.
Well, thank you. And if she says something about,
But would
oh
it
my
turn
God,
you
there's
off?
something wrong with the bathroom in there, I'd be like, what do you mean? I didn't see anything in there.
Good for you.
What? I didn't see any poop.
But would it turn you off?
I don't think so.
Fair
No,
enough.
me
Good.
neither. I don't really care.
Right?
I'm gonna
Everybody
tell you
poops.
though. I'm gonna bring it up to you. Sorry.
Tell me.
Huh?
Tell me.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I saw your poo in there. It's fine, no. I'm gonna say it's fine, no. Like I'm a human, you're a human.
Yeah.
We both poo or whatever. Was
See-
it messing up? Because it messed up on me last week. See, that's a lie.
Ah,
That's how
that's
I
good.
said it.
That's
Right.
good.
Right.
Yeah, it floats pretty good. You might have to, get a little more roughage in your diet.
Exactly. You know,
Exactly.
like we're going, ha, great.
See,
Yeah.
I grew up in Alabama, and we don't talk about any of this at all.
You just don't poop.
We don't poop. We don't fart. We do not do anything.
Flatus.
Right?
Wow.
Nothing. So when I got to be around people that talked about their farts, not my brother, like adult people, I would get so embarrassed, like almost cry. I still almost cry when people, I'm like, or if I do it and my wife hears me, she's like, oh, is that our cat? What? Our cat, Fallon? Did you? I'm like, mm-hmm.
You didn't have anybody to
That's what I
teach
would
you
do, like your
how
wife?
to discuss that stuff. Like nobody in your life taught you
No.
it was okay to talk about that.
No.
Yeah.
I'm red, I
What a
think.
shame. No, I don't think you are.
My mom's like, you're not a boy. I was like, no. She's like, no.
You don't do those things.
Because I'm like, and she's like, and I'm like, whoa. And she's like, it's not funny. And I'm like, it is.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this. People have been farting for thousands of years, and it's still funny. Why?
Flatus
I don't think
and
it'll ever
began
stop being funny.
farting.
No. Farts will never stop being funny.
Right?
They always are.
I get
Sorry.
other people's I'm good with.
Yeah.
Like, but mine, I don't do it. I don't do that or I poop.
I don't either.
Ever.
No, at the grocery store, if I feel like a good rumble coming on, like I just had some chili or something, like I have to, you got to squeeze your butt cheeks really tight so it doesn't come out, and I got to go down to the next aisle or around the corner, like if I'm in a public place, and say, okay, nobody's around now. Just try to ease, yeah. You got to just go slow. Okay, I'm just gonna go really slow now. See if I can just let this. Like
Hopefully
that.
it's just a silent fart and not.
Yeah,
The stinkiest.
yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
But have you ever, I don't care, I'm putting myself out there.
Do it.
Test it, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's like, and you're like, oh,
There's a little bit of a flutter at the end.
You're
Didn't
like,
count on.
What was that?
is that dookie?
Oh,
Then you have to, you're like,
Yep. Gotta check.
I'm throwing away everything. I
yeah.
have to throw away everything. I gotta go.
I gotta. Yeah. It's an emergency.
I don't want any of this stuff in my grocery basket.
A literal, right? Everything is
I'll come
contaminated.
back later.
That hasn't happened to me. I'm glad of that. I can't imagine what I would do. I just am conscious of the fact that when I'm in the grocery store, when this fart starts coming out, it just can't be any louder than the Amy Grant coming over the loudspeakers in the grocery store. Or whatever's playing up there, like Peter Cetera, Miami Sound Machine, save me now, please. Be louder than my fart. Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like we've come to the end. Yeah. Thank you for listening to us. I hope you've enjoyed something. I hope we made you chuckle.
Yes.
Maybe made you smile a little bit. Yes. We're going to come back with another show. I hope you listen to that one too. So we'll wrap it up. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes, follow us on Twitter. Send us some email. Have a great week. Talk to you again next time. It's Dex Zimmerman Underground.
Dex Zimmerman Underground.